What's up, guys? In today's video, we're heading back to our laundromat location to go fill that vending machine full of drinks and, of course, collect all the money. Remember, guys, if you like these style of videos, make sure you leave them a like. All right, guys, enjoy the show. What's up, guys? It's Matt with Galaxy Games 843, back with another vending collection video. Today we're back at our laundromat location and we've stepped up our service here at this location, so we're coming every 10 to 14 days at this location. The weather here has been so hot, our temperatures have had heat indexes around 110, 115, and the humidity is through the roof, so we're selling a lot of drinks at all of our locations. And you can see there's lots of things that are pretty low here in this machine. Now, one thing you will notice is the Dr. Pepper is still pretty full over there on the far left. I've actually stopped in off camera to fill up the Dr. Pepper in between visits because it was selling so fast. We've had a lot of Dr. Pepper sales here at this location, so that's why it's still about 3/4 full, because I actually came off camera and filled up that Dr. Pepper in this machine. So we're going to get right into stocking things up. As you can see, I'm starting off with the Monster Energy, and I think since this video was filmed, I think I've been back to this location definitely once, maybe twice since we filmed this video. I think it's been twice now. So we're obviously going to have more videos on the way from this location and all of our other locations too. So talking about some of our upcoming videos, pretty soon you should see the ice cream and candy shop. There we've got that claw machine and that electronic bulk vending machine with the Pokemon stuff in it. Probably going to head back to the hot dog and Italian ice shop. You know, that's a bit of a slower location, but since we started putting those keychains in there, it's been picking up a little bit. Plus, it's summertime, so people are getting a lot of Italian ice and therefore getting more plays on that machine. But before you know, it's going to be time to go back to the pizza location, the game store, probably not a little while for the mini arcade at the flea market. Like I said, it's been so hot. There's no air conditioning there. I did stop there this past weekend to check on the location, and that place is just so slow right now because it's so unbearably hot. And inside that building, it's even hotter too. So people are just not wanting to go subject themselves to the heat and humidity of that location. So it's probably going to be a little bit before we go and service that location again. So you probably won't see the mini arcade for, at least a couple more weeks. We'll see how things go as we get into August, and hopefully the weather gets a little bit more manageable here in South Carolina. But anyway, like I said, we're going to stock this machine up. We added the Monster, we added some Gatorade, we're adding some Dr. Pepper. We've got all kinds of other things to add, including Mountain Dew, Pepsi, Coke, probably orange, and grape to fill up this machine. So how are you guys doing out there? How is your vending business doing? Are you seeing extra sales due to the hot weather? Let me know in the comments what's going on for you, what's going well, what's your best seller right now. Have you tried anything different and seeing good results from those things? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear success stories or what's going well for you all out there. And maybe some other people reading the comments will be able to pick up some tips and or some items that might sell well in their machines too. And if you ever like to discuss things that are going well or tips from tricks and stuff like that, don't forget to, we've got our Galaxy Vending Machine Discord. You can find all the information for that down in the description of this video. Let me just say, we are growing a little bit more rapidly now. We recently passed 500 members. It's even higher than that now. So I invite you all out there to come join us in the Galaxy Vending Discord. Again, you can find the link for that down in the description of this video. There are so many great people in that community that are talking about vending machines, claw machines, bulk vending, sharing sources, products, all kinds of cool stuff. So if you're new to the vending business, or if you're a seasoned pro, and you want to jump in there and have conversations about vending and maybe get some new ideas or new tricks, new tips, again, join us in the Galaxy Vending Discord. You can find the information for that down in the description of this video. So like I like to do, let's go ahead and kick it off by sharing some of the posts this week in the Galaxy Vending Discord. First one I want to share comes from 1/4 at a time. He's got, looks like a Mega Mini and an Extreme Mini side by side in a location. It says, place your bets, which one will do better? And, people have been weighing in on which one they think will do better. But ultimately, for those of you out there that have a similar situation or a setup like this, where multiple machines are right next to each other, what's going to determine what's going to do better for these machines is solely based on what's inside the machines. What prizes you have in the machines are going to determine which machine is going to do better. Now, obviously, in this picture, I can't tell what's inside the machines. But I will say, if the Mega Mini has better prizes, the Mega Mini is going to do better. Prizes drive plays in machines. So keep that in mind too. If you're ever wondering about what to do in a certain machine, think about what prizes you'll put in there and how the customers will react to those prizes. You know, if you've got one machine with a bunch of generic plush and another machine right next to it with a bunch of licensed plush, guess what? The licensed machine is going to do so much better than the generic plush machine. So keep that in mind too. If you ever do two claw machines side by side, that's why what I typically like to do, I like to do one with generic and licensed mixed in, and then next to it, if I have to do another claw machine, I'll do something like mystery boxes or something like that. Try and keep it good and different in both machines, so that way, you know, your customers have options. But yeah, I really think, like I said, it depends on what is going to be in the machines that's going to determine which one's going to do better. But guys, in the comments, let me know which one you think will do better for 1 quarter at a time vending here in our Galaxy Vending Discord. All right, let's move on to the next one. This second one comes in from Zippy's Vending. Zippy thought he hit the jackpot when it came to Pokemon cards. And if you guys didn't know, all of us in the Discord are trying to find as many Pokemon card packs as we can find to use as prizes in our machines. Pokemon is so hot right now. Anything Pokemon wise, you're going to do well within your machines. But Zippy thought he found the jackpot at an Albertsons. I think that's a grocery store. Obviously I don't have Albertsons here in my area, but I think that's a grocery store in his area. And he said when he went to ring them up, they were $9.99. Now guys, just so you know, the standard retail price for packs of Pokemon cards is about $5, maybe $6, you know, depending on your location, but $10 is way too much to be paying for Pokemon cards. So if you do find Pokemon cards and they're like in the $5 or $6 range per pack, definitely buy them for your machines. If you've got a clip, like a spin drop or one of those kind of machines, they do really well in there. I've also seen vendors take clear plastic, like to-go cups from like restaurants with the lids and put packs of Pokemon cards in there and do those in a claw machine. I think that would do really well. As a matter of fact, I've been thinking about maybe adding some of that to some of my locations with those clear cups so they can see the pack of Pokemon cards inside and go for it with the claw machine. Because obviously a pack of Pokemon cards is hard to pick up in a claw machine. I always thought that would do really well. So again, Zippy's Vending, thanks for sharing. Too bad the price wasn't right. But yeah, cool, man. All right, let's move on to the next one. Next one comes in, and I don't know if I'm going to say this right. I'm just going to say Kumasan. I don't know. That could be way wrong. I have no idea. I apologize if that's incorrect. But Kumasan got a new location literally 3 minutes from the house. Looks like it's a mini extreme from candymachines.com. Looks great, all lit up there with that large prize box on top. I can't tell what kind of location it is. Looks like it's some sort of food style location, but look at that. It's right up there by the checkout counters, it looks like, which is a great spot to have a mini claw machine because your customers aren't going to miss that. The customers are going to see that, and therefore while they're waiting for their food, probably play it. If they've got kids, the kids are going to want to play it. So it's definitely a great spot in a restaurant or a food style location to put your mini claw machine. So again, congratulations on the new location. I'm sure I said your name wrong, and I do apologize for that. Some of the names in the Discord are hard for me to figure out, so I apologize for that, guys. All right, we've got one more to share before we move on, and it is from Baby Grumper Vending. If you remember in the last video, we featured Baby Grumper Vending set up at like a fair or a festival or something like that, trying to get new locations. And in the video, I asked, did you get a new location? Let me know. Well, they let me know. Baby Grumper Vending, congratulations on the new location. He says, thanks for the shout out. And yes, sir, I actually did get a location from it. Looks like we've got a restaurant, Market House Restaurant it's called. We've got a extreme mini claw machine and some bulk vending. Looks like a gumball and maybe a candy machine there at this new location. So congratulations on the new location. And I'm glad to see that setting up at a fair or a festival got you a new location. I think that's a great way to get your business name out there and have people come to you and ask you questions about their, getting a machine in their location. So that's really cool. All right. Thank you guys all for sharing your posts in the Galaxy Vending Discord. One more reminder, guys, if you want to join a community of like-minded people when it comes to vending, check out the link in the description to join the Galaxy Vending Discord. There's lots of great people in there talking about vending, and it's always a good time. So join us if you can. All right, we are getting everything stocked up. Everything's pretty much stocked up at this point. We just got the Coke cans left So we're going to get those filled up. Let's talk more about those upcoming videos on the way. So I did another video at the truck accessory shop that you'll be seeing in the near future, where we're servicing the Haha Vending smart cooler. I've had more questions about, how's it doing money wise. It's doing really well, sometimes up to $40 a day. You're going to be pretty surprised when you see the amount of money that machine made in the 2 weeks, the past 2 weeks when we serviced the machine. Now, obviously, there's no dramatic money pools because that machine only takes credit cards. So there'll be no dollar pulls out of that machine, but we will definitely talk through the numbers. And we're also going to talk more about using the app and how the app works and all that good stuff. Those are some of the questions I've gotten lately regarding the Haha Smart Cooler AI vending machines. Is setting up the app and setting up prices and stuff like that. So there's going to be more of that in the upcoming video from the truck accessory shop. So if you want to learn more about those smart coolers at the truck accessory shop and how they set up and the app and all the good stuff, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that bell notification so that way you get notified when any new videos go live. It's going to be a good one, guys. Okay. Also, too, don't forget, if you want to get an AI smart cooler from Haha Vending, make sure you find the information in the description to contact Wency over at Haha Vending. Her phone number is in the description. You can call or text. Tell her Matt from Galaxy Games 843 sent you and receive an extra discount when ordering smart coolers from Haha Vending. But you got to call her number or text her number. You got to talk to Wency. Tell her Matt from Galaxy Games 843 sent you. Okay, who's ready for the money? Like I said, this location we're coming every 10 to 14 days. So the money pools are a little bit smaller because we're coming more often. So that's why there's less change. There's going to be more dollar bills, though I'm seeing a lot more dollar bills at this location too. But this location's killing it, guys. This time of year with the hot weather, definitely killing it. Look at that stack inside the dollar bill acceptor. Pretty good for the laundromat, right? So the total amount collected between coins, cash, and credit cards, I think this is, we'll say 2 weeks, but somewhere in the 10 to 14 day range, was $303, which is really good for this location. So with that said, we've got everything stocked up. We got the money collected. It's time to lock the machine up. One more reminder, guys, if you haven't done so yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button. We are trying to get to 100,000 subscribers this year, and we need your help. So we would really appreciate that. With that said, guys, this is Matt with Galaxy Games 843. We'll see you next time.